Well, hello, Mr. Ippolito students. This is Mr. Ippolito, and I am coming to you from the Grand Sierra Resort in Reno, Nevada, where this week I am attending the CATA convention. CATA stands for the California Association of Directors of Activities. Essentially, CATA is the organization that trains all of the ASB directors and ASB students in the middle schools and high schools of California to make school fun, lunchtime activities, dances, pep rallies, all that good stuff that happens in middle school and high school. And so that's what this week is all about, not only helping Rio Norte, because Ms. N is going to be here and she is our ASB director, but for activities programs all across the state of California. So that's the purpose, the reason why I'm gone this week. I am gone, however, still have plenty of great activities for you to do. And so I want to just go over quickly where we have been and where we're going. So we started off with lesson 5.1 on Irish and German immigration. Wanted to give you the heads up that 93% of you have attempted the Mastery Challenge. So great job to those 93% of you. Now, to the 7% of you that haven't yet, some of it is due to absence. I totally understand that. If you've been out for some or all of the past couple of weeks, then I totally get that. But if you have been around for some or all of that time, I'm going to challenge you, right? If you're part of that 7% and you've been in class and you've been there, you've been learning, you've had plenty of opportunities to get this work done and to complete these activities right here, to watch these videos right here, and to go over this and to look at the political cartoons. I'm going to challenge you to be like, hey, this week, this is the week, and I'm going to tell you when that's going to happen. This is the week where you should be taking your very first Mastery Challenge on 5.1. Okay, and then by the way, just to kind of go over a little bit more of that data, 83% of you have already mastered it, so good job. Moving on to 5.2, this was Horace Mann and the school voucher system and the beginnings of public education. 64% of you have attempted it, and 60% of you have already mastered it, so good job, congratulations. Some students have asked, Mr. Ippolito, what am I supposed to do? Well, we're trying to get you are 3 months away from being a high school student, so trying to help you in this unit to start kind of working a little bit more independently. You're going to take a look at that handout on Horace Mann and answer those questions, read the handout, and then watch this video. I think we all watched it together in class, but if you're still not sure, then you just click on it and watch it again. And then this is a really quick article from procon.org. So if you haven't yet done it, if you are part of the 36% who has not tried it yet, then I'm going to encourage you this week, you should attempt lesson 5.2, the Mastery Challenge. Now, if again, you're feeling totally lost, Mr. Ippolito, I don't know what to do, I don't know where to start, you're giving me, you're telling me to read this part of the textbook or do these activities and I just don't know. For each one of these, I have created a video, Crush the Mastery Challenge, which kind of goes over in detail for each lesson, what you should be looking at, what you should be looking for, kind of guiding your study. So if you're totally lost, watch that video first because each lesson has one of those videos. Okay, moving on, 5.3, this is women's rights. And again, we took some time in class to read the Sojourner Truth, Ain't I a Woman speech. So far, 13% of you have attempted the 5.3 Mastery Challenge, and 11% of you have so far mastered it. So good job. Keep up the good work. If you've already done 5.1 and 5.2, then this week I am going to challenge you. If you're part of that 87% who has not yet attempted it, I'm going to challenge you to attempt that. And again, like I said before, if you're feeling lost, like, I don't even know where to begin, Mr. Ippolito, what am I supposed to do? Watch that video. Look over these resources. There's a reason why I call these must-do activities. Look at the pastoral letter. If you're like, Mr. Ippolito, I have no idea what that says. Well, I went ahead and annotated it for you. So go ahead and take a look at my annotated notes. Watch the video again, read the handout. This is what we went over in class if you were present for class. The Ain't I a Woman speech by Sojourner Truth. You got to do the Ed puzzle. If you don't do the Ed puzzle, and again, it's not for a score, it's for practice. But if you don't do the Ed puzzle, you're going to be lost, particularly when it comes to these two vocab terms right here. But it helps with all of this. And then finally, to back up all of this learning, there's the textbook reading as well. So I'm strongly recommending that you do that textbook reading to support that. And then finally, art and literature, and you can absolutely do this independently. Again, trying to, because you are 3 months away from being a high school student, trying to start to build those independent work skills within you. But these are those activities that you're going to do. It's checking out art, right? It's examining art. It's so cool. watching this video essay, like learning about the Hudson River School and learning about early American art. It is awesome. And then this is the textbook assignment, but again, you don't even need to read all of it, but just like literally watch my video where it says the parts you should read, and I go over the parts of the textbook that you should read. So again, I'm providing full guidance for you. And so if you've already done 5.1, 5.2, and 5.3, then this week I'm going to challenge you to attempt 5.4. The last thing I want to mention this week, I'm aware that sometimes the mastery challenge time, like it's about, I give you like 30 minutes in a class period and you're like, Mr. Ippolito, this isn't enough time. You want a little bit of flexibility. So I'm trying to build in, again, this is our first time ever doing mastery challenges and mastery learning. So I want to try to build in some flexibility. So for 5.5 and 5.6, I have combined these two lessons and there is a special digital mastery challenge. What this means, let me be very clear. This means that you can do this at any time. You could do it in my classroom. You could do it in another teacher's classroom during advisory. You could do this at home. It's totally flexible. You don't have to, again, there's no homework in this model. You don't have to do anything at home, but if you're finding that you would like more time, if you are you feel like you're falling behind and you would like more time, then you can certainly do this one at home. Part 1 is the graphic organizer, and you're gonna watch this video, fill out half the graphic organizer. You watch this video, fill out the other half of the graphic organizer. That's part 1 of the challenge. That's worth 10 points. And then the other part is the written response, and you even have your choice. So it's either this or this. That's also worth 10 points as well. So a part 1 and a part 2, and you can work on those at any time you would like, day or night. For this one, you can use notes. You can watch the video. You can use other resources. You just cannot use other people for this one. So trying to be a little bit flexible. Again, I like our mastery check model. I like having you answer the question in class to know that you truly know it. But for this one, I want to provide a little bit more flexibility for you. So I know I've been talking a lot, so let me just kind of go over the calendar really quickly. Monday, Tuesday of this week, this would be the 28th, and then this is March 1st. You're going to be watching a video called The Age of Slavery. The Age of Slavery is a video that I was planning to watch for the 5.8 lesson anyway, so it's not like I'm adding any extra work. We're just doing it a little bit earlier. You're going to get that handout, and then you're going to be watching that just so we have a little bit more structure on those 2 days while I'm out and you have a sub. And then on Wednesday, this is going to be an independent work day for my B-Day students. My A-Day students, you're going to get more of that independent work time when I come back on Monday the 8th. Or the 7th. But B-Day students, this is an independent workday. This is a great opportunity for you to get caught up here, get caught up here if you need to. Get caught up here, or work independently here. So this is going to be an independent workday for you. Independent workday for my B-Day students right here. And then finally on Thursday and Friday, this is the A-Day, this is the 3rd, and then the B-Day, this is the 4th. So the first 30 minutes of the lesson on Thursday and Friday, you're going to have time to do mastery checks. So I encourage you to use that time wisely, because the first 30 minutes, you're going to have that time opportunity to get caught up or maybe get ahead on your mastery checks. And then that final 60 minutes of the class period, whether you have history on the A-Day or the B-Day, that is going to be a special digital citizenship lesson. Mr. Gonzalez, our librarian, is going to be coming in to teach us about digital citizenship. It is something that every 8th grader in the Hart District, and I believe in the state of California, all 8th graders are learning about digital citizenship. And so this is when we are going to learn it on those 2 days. And so just plan your life accordingly, because those first 30 minutes of the class period on Thursday or Friday, depending on whether you're A or B, that's going to be an opportunity for you to mastery check, get caught up, 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, 5.4, or beyond. You can go as far as 5.5 and 5.6. That's as far as I can let you go right now, because I'm still working out some of the activities yet for these. I'm still kind of working on those. Okay, well, final thing that I'll just say to you is, let me get to the green here. Some of you, most of you are using your class time very wisely. Some of you are maybe kind of using it for social time or maybe not using it to the best of your ability, but let me just remind you that we take the final exam, right? If you recall, you take the final exam in mastery-based learning and you break it up into 10 different pieces. Many of you are, boom, you're knocking it down. Mastery check number 1, number 2. Hopefully this week, maybe knock down 3, 4, and then independently you can work on these anytime, 5 and 6. It would be awesome if by the time I come back next week, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 done. Because then in the final 2 weeks, we'll work on 7, 8, 9, and 10. Imagine getting to the end of the quarter on March 8th, and imagine all you have to do is just like one mastery check, right? March 18th. Imagine getting to the end of the quarter, March 18th, and you just have one mastery check, or maybe you have them all completed early. That would be awesome. But let me also just kind of go through this possible nightmare scenario for you. Okay, imagine you have only completed 5 of them, and it is now the last couple of days. We're getting close to like March 16th. I think that's a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday the 18th is the last day of the quarter. And imagine you have only gotten to you've only done these first 5. Now you get to the last 3 days of the quarter, and you truly have a final exam ahead of you, because you have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mastery checks that last week of school. That's going to be rough. This is why you want to pace yourself. This is why you're going to want to work on these over time, spread it out, so that you are continuing to move forward. Check with me, get my help if you need it. And again, because I'm only one teacher, part of the thing that I love about the mastery-based learning is, I make all of these guides and these videos, these different videos here. So it's basically like Mr. Ippolito kind of cloning himself, right? Because I'm able to provide help even when you can't talk to me in person. I have these videos for you. So please take advantage of those, because I want you to learn. I want you to get all this stuff. And I want to get you prepared for high school. So anyway, I've talked enough. Thank you so much for listening, and I look forward to you having a productive week this week. And of course, I look forward to sharing with you all the great ideas, all the great lessons that I got from my time at the CATA convention, and checking back in with you when I see you again next week. Have a wonderful week. Take care of each other. Take care of your substitute teacher, and just be good, behave, make me proud. Have a great week. Thank you. Bye-bye.